but largely dominated by the institutional investors. So opening this valve for the retail is really, really a great opportunity. To date, since 2000, the government bond program began, we've been able to raise 1 trillion shillings for the government, attesting to the depth of our capital markets. Now, we would have done this earlier had we had a strong retail participation. That's our view. And this is now going to be able to ensure that even as government looks at this channel, and with time, and my colleagues have been saying, we'll see probably a permanent allocation of government domestic debt allocated to M-Akiba, if only to distribute wealth back to the Kenyans. So the M-Akiba platform, as you've heard from the other speakers, had various objects. The first object was financial inclusion. We had slightly shy of 20,000 accounts at the central bank, both retail and institutional. Today we have 108, if the count I got this morning is correct, meaning that today we have about 130,000 CDS accounts. I think that we deserve to applaud the Kenyans for doing that. Just putting it into context, since 2000, 20,000 accounts, 108,000 accounts in 8 days. Isn't that amazing? So that's something that we need to be very proud of. The other object was to provide a threshold that will enable investors come in, and that's why the 3,000 shillings as the entry level was something that we needed to attain, and successfully we have. I think the DG will probably share statistics on the outcome of the applications that came through. Then the third one is to enable Kenyans save. With our current saving levels of slightly less than 12% to GDP, there was something we had to do differently. So a disruption had to come in, and I believe this is the disruption we've been waiting for. We'd like to see this threshold rise. I don't know what the government object is, but I believe it's to help Kenyans become a very saving society. So that's another key objective that we had. And then generally to have a sort of a diverse pool of investors. So this cuts across. I mean, Luke was telling me that even in Zambia, Kenyans in Zambia were trying to buy the bond, or weren't buying the bond. We got statistics of as far as the US and other places. So really, wherever you sit, you're able to acquire this instrument. And that's another very key objective. So it resonates very well with our thematic rallying call, which is make money, save money, build Kenya. And so these objects really surround that. So the product resonates very well with our position as Kenya as a world leader in innovation through adoption of technology. We have 93% of our population today, practically mobile phone users, 73 of which are in mobile money. And therefore, mobile technology presents a great opportunity to reconstitute our investor profile. So the M-Akiba offers a unique investment avenue to all, while further entrenching the aspirations articulated in the financial services sector in the Vision 2030, which is to create a vibrant and globally competitive financial sector that will promote a high level of savings to finance Kenya's overall investment needs. So I think we've actually begun the journey towards that. This platform will not only stop here with time to come. We still don't know what it will become, as Martin has said. A few articles in the press are saying we don't know what we've started. DG, we're not sure what we started. So I think history will be written that 5-10 years from today, that this product has totally revolutionized our country. So the NSC would wish to congratulate the government for spearheading this development and rollout of this revolutionary retail bond. It's a clear affirmation of the government's target agenda to deepen and strengthen our capital markets. I would once again want to thank all the stakeholders, our technology partners, our liquidity providers, the media, for really putting us out there, giving us the desirable pressure to bring it out. So today we have it up and running. And we really want to encourage Kenyans to continue registering in preparation for the main bond, which will be in June. And to also, we'll be rolling out a number of campaigns on public education, just to ensure that we educate you. And also with time, learn how to trade. And that's why we're here today. We encourage you to save, but if you really need to trade, the market is open once it's launched. And to support the government in all its efforts to build and make this the successful country that it already is. So thank you once again. Thank you all my partners. Thank you the government. And really, I wish you all a very, very fruitful day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jeff, and just for taking us through the journey and where we started and where we are at, and the various things that we went through, parameters and modalities that we went through to get to where we are. It is now my singular honor to invite Mr. Wohorondoho, who is the Director General, Public Debt Management Officer at the National Treasury, a man who embodies M-Akiba, as Jeff said. The teams have literally been at his offices. He's become M-Akiba, embodied in a sense. You know, labor of love is all what war is about. So I want to call you on stage to present the remarks from the CS, National Treasury. Karibu. A round of applause, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is indeed a great day. And that happens, it's a bit of a challenge when you have so many great speakers come and speak. And mine is, I have the singular honor of reading the Cabinet Secretary's speech to launch the secondary market for the special limited offer bond. So I'll read and then I'll make a few remarks. So good morning, ladies and gentlemen, honored guests and members of the press. On behalf of the government of Kenya, I heartily welcome and thank you for coming to witness this great day. Today, the world's first mobile-based government bond, M-Akiba, completes a full cycle as I have the honor of ringing the bell here at the NSE to mark the start of the secondary market in the special limited M-Akiba bond. It is 18 days since we embarked on this journey and launched this special bond on Thursday, 23rd of March. It marks another milestone in Kenya's journey to fulfill the promise of financial inclusion to her people. From today, we empower Wanjiko to also exit the market at will if she decides to. However, I would be remiss if I didn't also remind Kenyans the purpose of M-Akiba. The purpose of M-Akiba is, first, financial inclusion of our people. Secondly, is to encourage a strong savings and investment culture among Kenyans. Thirdly, is to ease the path for Kenyans to acquire government bonds. Fourth, it is to give Kenyans, the average Kenyan, access to what we see as a gold standard investment opportunity that has always been beyond their reach until now. The best way to benefit from M-Akiba is to hold it to maturity. So let me emphasize that for you to derive the maximum benefit as an investor in M-Akiba, I would strongly encourage you to hold it to maturity. That way you get the benefit of a tax-exempt revenue stream, and at the end of that, you actually get your money back of the investment period. Given that our target is to encourage savings and to give Kenyans as much an opportunity to save and save in a way that is competitive compared to other products in the market, M-Akiba is undoubtedly going to be one of the most powerful savings vehicles you'll find anywhere in Kenya for Kenyans. But if you missed out, don't despair. For those of you who registered or for one reason or the other were not able to raise, to participate in this special bond, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya will himself launch the main M-Akiba bond in June for 4.85 billion. And therefore, I would strongly urge you to register in large numbers between now and June. As this special offer achieved its target sooner than we thought, and as many of our speakers before have said, it is only right that I urge you to look and prepare to participate in this bond by registering to become a part of the launch, of the main launch. The government is completely committed to innovation, and it is good to hear the story, the journey. This is only to demonstrate again how important it has been to this government to ensure that any which way we can, Kenya must move forward. And the ability to now leverage technology to make financial inclusion a reality is something I personally take great pride in. Kenyans, through this, have an increasing stake in their destiny through investing in their infrastructure for a better life tomorrow for themselves and for their children. It is interesting to also note how the diaspora also wanted to participate. And more often than not, I think in the course of the journey, we've had a few opportunities where we've received a lot of complaints, not so much about the system.